course that is in place, and we support students to get that right. Thank you. Yes.
Is there any
Economic stability for us? And, if anything, the UK government, the GDP grew.
Business में, engineering, computing, medical, anything, and I'm sure they will be able to find that with us at both.
Offers a lot more than any other nation on education. It's about the student experience. It's about how you learn about the English culture, the values that the nation holds, the welcoming of international students, and the impact international students ultimately make, both within the United Kingdom, but also as they leave us head of the seas. Many, many world leaders today have been educated in the United Kingdom. So the United Kingdom offers a far better higher education experience than anywhere else in the world.
Are you getting government support government of India supports in your programs?
Yes, so the Indian consulate, they have a consulate in Birmingham City. We meet with them regularly. The consulate also meets with our Indian students to make sure that students are happy, are supported. And yes, we make sure that wherever we need support, there is there. And I have no doubts, having spoken to the Consulate General in Birmingham, we have his full support. And it's good he supports us, because I want him to meet his students from India, and for him to be reassured that we are supporting those students in the best way we can.
Is there any number, how many students currently enrolled in Bircham University?
Indian students are just over 2,000 Indian students, yes, and we have about 5,000 international students, but over 2,000 are from India.
And what are you looking for numbers in the next 5 years?
We're not chasing numbers, if that makes sense. It's really about partnerships, yes. And if we stay at 2,000 for the next few years, then good. But we want to have good students who are happy, and ultimately who get the jobs they become to get. That's the most important in how we ensure we have the right resources to support those students to get the jobs. Sometimes if you have too many students, it can become a challenge. So it's the right number of students that allows them to get what they want and allows us to support them.
UK economy and stability.
Is the UK still the practice given certainly around post-study work, right?
Sorry, I didn't hear that question again.
Again,
Post-study work.
Yeah, and the government has said that's 18 months post-study work. That is in force, that is in place, and we support our students to get that right. Thank you. Yes. Yeah.
Is there any economic
instability for us? And if anything, the UK government, the GDP grew recently, and inflation is coming down. So from an economic point of view, the UK is turning a corner, and that means more opportunities and jobs for our students.
Regional Director हूँ Birmingham City University की, जो कि एक UK की बहुत पॉपुलर यूनिवर्सिटी है इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स के बीच में. हमारे पास बहुत इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं हर साल. जैसे आपको अभी डेविड हमारे वाइस चांसलर ने बताया, 2000 से ज़्यादा इंडियन बच्चे हर साल हमारे पास पढ़ने के लिए आते हैं, और 20-30 हज़ार से भी ज़्यादा बच्चे हमारे पास अप्लाई करते हैं. बट कुछ ही बच्चे बेस्ड ऑन एंट्री क्राइटेरिया मीट कर पाते हैं क्राइटेरिया और सक्सेसफुली जा पाते हैं अपना वीज़ा सिक्योर करके. सो हम एक बहुत ही फेमस यूनिवर्सिटी है, और हमारा इंटेंशन यहाँ पे आने का इस बार एक्चुअली काफ़ी सारे हैं. हम लोग अटेंड कर रहे हैं मेयरल मिशन. हम लोग वेस्ट मिडलैंड के मेयर के साथ में, हमारे वाइस चांसलर इनवाइटेड हैं. हम लोग इंडिया आए हैं, हम काफ़ी सिटीज़ टूर करने वाले हैं. हमने गुजरात से स्टार्ट किया, आज हम दिल्ली में हैं, कल वो मुंबई में होंगे, फिर बैंगलोर. एंड हम काफ़ी सारी मीटिंग्स, ऐसी इंपॉर्टेंट मीटिंग्स एंड डेलीगेशंस को मिलने वाले हैं, जहाँ पे वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट एक्सचेंज बिटवीन इंडिया एंड यूके. आपको पता है रिसेंटली ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट भी साइन हुआ है बिटवीन दीज टू कंट्रीज़, which is going to help a lot of students get opportunities both ways. Mobility दोनों तरफ बढ़ेगी, UK से इंडिया, इंडिया से UK, दोनों तरफ. So हम लोग वो सारी discussions and वो सारी advancements की बातें करने के लिए आए हैं. So opportunities जो है सिर्फ एक यूनिवर्सिटी की डिग्री तक लिमिटेड नहीं है, बट उससे भी आगे जाती है, and that is what we are here to discuss.
As a students, बच्चों के लिए क्या career options आप लोग offer करते हैं जिसकी वजह से वो enroll करें, कुछ उसके बारे में आप बताएं.
सो एज अ यूनिवर्सिटी हम लोग करियर पे फोकस करते हैं, बट पहले होता है एक स्टूडेंट के लिए एक डिग्री डिसाइड करना, एक सब्जेक्ट एरिया अपना डिसाइड करना, कौन सा सब्जेक्ट में वो पढ़ना चाहेंगे, कहाँ वो अपना फ्यूचर देखते हैं. सो एक एज अ यूनिवर्सिटी हम उसका फ्यूचर नहीं डिसाइड करते. आई थिंक सबसे पहला जो डिसाइडिंग फैक्टर होता है एक बच्चे की खुद की पोर्टफोलियो होती है, उसकी एकेडमिक प्रोफाइल, उसकी थॉट प्रोसेस के मैं क्या कहाँ अपने आप को देखता हूँ. And हमारा काम as a university होता है to shape that idea further. So we have support them with the best of the facilities so that they can learn, they can grow, they can develop their skills. And post that as a university हम अपना फर्ज वहाँ भी निभाते हैं जहाँ पे हम बच्चों को job support provide करते हैं बहुत अच्छे से. So that उनको jobs, opportunities, internships, placements सिर्फ UK में ही नहीं अपनी home country में भी मिले. And that is exactly what we are doing today. हम अपने alumni को मिलने वाले हैं, हमारे बहुत successful alumni को इंडिया में जिन्होंने आई थिंक समवेयर इन 1980 1990 अपनी डिग्री खत्म की थी हमारे साथ. सो हम उनकी स्टोरीज सुनेंगे, हम वो भी शेयर करेंगे बच्चों के साथ ताकि वो समझ सकें कि अपॉर्चुनिटी एक यूनिवर्सिटी के क्लासरूम में खत्म नहीं होती बल्कि वहाँ से शुरू होती है. व्हेन यू वॉक आउट विद योर डिग्री it does not end there. Your education or your connection with your university does not end there. It goes beyond, right? So that is what we are here to share.
कितने प्रकार के कोर्सेज आपके यहाँ पे?
बहुत ज़्यादा, हमारे पास 500 से ज़्यादा कोर्सेज होंगे एट बोथ अंडर ग्रेजुएट पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट लेवल. हमारे पास एमरेस कोर्सेज भी हैं, मास्टर्स रिसर्च, जहाँ पे बच्चे अपने डिपेंडेंट्स को भी लेके साथ में आ सकते हैं. सो बहुत तरीके के कोर्सेज हैं इन ऑलमोस्ट एवरी फील्ड. सो अगर एक स्टूडेंट इंटरेस्टेड है आर्ट में, बिजनेस में, इंजीनियरिंग, कंप्यूटिंग, medical, anything, and I'm sure they will be able to find that with us at both or all levels rather.
एक्स्ट्रा एक्टिविटीज होती हैं किस तरह?
बिल्कुल होती है, बहुत होती है. हमारी स्पोर्ट्स टीम्स काफ़ी फेमस है कैंपस पे. जैसे मैं आपको बार बार फैसिलिटीज़ की बात कर रही हूँ, बहुत ज़्यादा फेमस है हमारा कैंपस उसके लिए. सो स्टूडेंट को आर्ट में इंटरेस्ट है, वी हैव अ रॉयल बर्मिंघम कंजर्वेटोर. हमारी एक अकेली यूनिवर्सिटी है जिसके पास वो है फॉर एनीबडी हू लव्स आर्ट, म्यूजिक, फेस्टिवल, उनको वो सब एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए मिलता है वहाँ पर. एंड हमारा लॉ चेम्बर है. आप लोग मतलब जिस बच्चे को जिस चीज़ में इंटरेस्ट है उसको वो देखने एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए मिलेगा. हमारा कनेक्शन है विद BBC, वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट चैनल्स, यू नो द मीडिया साइड ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. बिगेस्ट हमारा उसके साथ में कनेक्शन है. बच्चे हमारे पास ऑन कैंपस वो सारी फैसिलिटीज़ भी देख सकते हैं. काफ़ी सारी मूवीज़ हमारे कैंपस पे शूट हुई हैं. अगेन स्टूडेंट्स गेट टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ ऑल ऑफ दैट, टू सी दैट, टू एक्सपीरियंस दैट.
मैडम लैंग्वेज की बात की जाए तो कौन कौन सी लैंग्वेज आप यूज करा जाती है पढ़ने के लिए?
सॉरी,
लैंग्वेज कौन सी भाषाएं
पढ़ाई के लिए? इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कंट्री है, सिर्फ इंग्लिश में पढ़ाया जाता है सब कुछ. और इसीलिए IELTS बहुत ज़रूरी है बच्चों के लिए. बच्चों की इंग्लिश यहाँ पर से अच्छी होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. सो हमारे को बहुत बार ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं कि वीज़ा क्यों नहीं मिल रहा बच्चे को, UKVI ने रिजेक्ट कर दिया. एक्चुअली वो नहीं होता है. हमारा इंटेंशन है बच्चे को प्रिपेयर करना ताकि उनको इंग्लिश समझ में आए. वो एक इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कंट्री आ रहे हैं, उनको आनी चाहिए समझ में, पढ़नी, सीखनी, सो दैट वो अपने करियर में ग्रो कर सके. सो एक ही लैंग्वेज है.
Now, this represents one of the most ambitious education reform programs anywhere in the world. Essentially, this is really making India, for the future, a hub for knowledge exchange and knowledge creation. So, for universities like ours, this alignment is absolutely striking. On my first visit to India as the Vice Chancellor of Birmingham City University, I was struck by both the scale of opportunity and the warmth of our welcome. I left inspired by India's innovation, entrepreneurship, confidence, and determination to shape its global future. Now, I'm delighted to renew friendships, strengthen partnerships, and explore what we can achieve together. The key word here being achieve together. The ties between Birmingham, where my university is based, and India are long-standing, rooted in our Commonwealth history, business links, and the vibrant Indian community that contributes so much to our city in Birmingham. But what excites me most is not our shared past, but it's our shared future. At Birmingham City University, India is absolutely integral to that future. Our Strategy 2030 commits us to equipping the next generation with globally relevant skills, delivering research with real-world impact, and supporting inclusive, sustainable growth. None of this can be achieved in isolation. It depends on deep international partnerships, of which India is central to all of this. In 2025, more than 2,000 Indian students were enrolled on courses at the campus in Birmingham. They are one of our largest international communities. They bring creativity, entrepreneurial drive, and a global perspective. And many go on to build professional bridges between the UK and India. They show how education builds and strengthens long-term bilateral ties. In the fast evolving fields such as AI, cybersecurity, and cloud computing, we work with global leaders, including Microsoft, Amazon, Cisco. In fact, Cisco has moved into one of our innovation buildings, and their office represents the West Midlands in one of our university campuses, which means our students have direct access to Cisco. And ultimately, these relationships are to ensure our graduates leave with the applied skills aligned to the global demand, aligned to the contemporary skills needed to get jobs. As India accelerates its digital transformation, the scope for joint innovation and talent development is immense. I hope the key word that comes out of some of this is collaboration and partnership. In advanced manufacturing and sustainability and sustainable mobility, our collaboration with global brands like Jaguar Land Rover gives students, both home students and international students, hands-on experience in electrification and low-carbon designs, areas that align closely with India's clean growth ambition and the joint climate commitments set out by our prime ministers. Healthcare is another area of impact. Through our postgraduate program in advancing diabetes care, and this was done in collaboration with Lupin, the Indian multinational pharmaceutical company based in Mumbai. We developed and delivered programs across India to enhance the expertise of clinicians, doctors, pharmacists. And ultimately, this complemented India's investment in expanding healthcare infrastructure and medical education capacity. Over 100 doctors and pharmacists went through this specific program across many states in India, and they're now delivering impactful outcomes for communities in India. Our researchers are also working with Indian partners on shared global challenges, climate adoption, urban resilience, digital trust, the creative economy, and the future of work, all supported by organizations such as the British Council and the UK Research and Innovation, all fully funded by these organizations. So together, we are building an ecosystem grounded in shared expertise and mutual trust. Our relationship is enriched further by culture and sports. In 2022, Birmingham hosted the Commonwealth Games, for which my university played a central role. As an example, all the medals were designed by students in our jewelry school. And these were evidence of symbols of creativity and collaboration that worked to deliver the Commonwealth Games. Now, as Ahmedabad prepares for 2030, there's a clear potential to exchange expertise in event design, sustainability, and legacy planning. Yesterday, in Ahmedabad, I met the Chief Minister of Gujarat and the Municipal Commissioner of Gujarat, and we discussed how we can support their preparation for the 2030 Commonwealth Games. But more importantly, is how to build a legacy for the people of Ahmedabad so that they can benefit from the hosting of the Commonwealth Games. Like in Birmingham, after the Games, there is life after the Games. There's infrastructure, there's stadiums. What do you do with all that infrastructure? And in Birmingham, as my university, we have gone on to develop sports science programs, sports programs, not just for people who want to go into sports or sports science, but also we use those students to teach younger ones in primary school, in secondary school, about physical education, about nutrition. So the impact and the legacy from games are absolutely important. So I was really honored to meet the Chief Minister of Gujarat, and this was part of a West Midlands delegation led by the Mayor of West Midlands, who I am traveling with at this point in time. So we're also developing new models that allow students to begin their studies in India and progress seamlessly to the United Kingdom whilst maintaining strong industrial links. The goal is not simply mobility, for genuine partnership, with knowledge flowing in both directions, aligned to India's reform agenda and to the ambitions of our bilateral partnership. Our Indian alumni are contributing across healthcare, technology, finance, creative industries. They're very, very successful. In fact, I'm meeting a lot of our alumni this afternoon. And during the visits with our alumni, we're going to be launching the Alumni Charter in New Delhi, building on our connections in India, in Delhi, to ensure that our Indian graduates, when they leave the United Kingdom, have chances to get straight into jobs when they come back, for instance, to Delhi. So, the question before us is not whether UK and India will work together. That is a commitment that is clear and without question. The question is how ambitious we choose to deliver on it. Birmingham is a young, diverse, and globally connected city. India is dynamic, innovative, forward-looking, and fast. Things move fast in India. Together, we can move beyond exchange and towards shared creation, building solutions, educating talent, and shaping industries side by side in partnership. So to summarize, I'm absolutely delighted to be back. I look forward to listening and deepening partnerships across India. 2 days ago, again, I was in Ahmedabad, in Gift City, looking at partnerships and exploring how we can work in partnership with other institutions in India. So, I thank you all for listening to me. I'll be absolutely delighted to take any questions, to provide any points of clarity. Thank you. I'll stop there.
खबर देखने के लिए धन्यवाद। चैनल को सब्सक्राइब जरूर करें।